Very there we go. That's better. One of these days I'll get 3-2 immediately. And I just realized I'm on the wrong scene. Uh-oh.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea.
Oh no. Quick, close the door. Well. Gotta rush the door. Hi, welcome to Atelier back. I'm very sorry for the late start. It's, one of those weeks. I thank you for patience. I hope you weren't waiting long, and come on in. Just scoot over to the desk a little better. There we go. And see who is present. And I say welcome back to Atelier back. I'm Beck and this is my Atelier. Today we're joined by acquaintance Visky Vasse, who is a very talented 3D modeler and artist. And so far I'm enjoying the company. That's them. And let me see. Today, since it's just the start of the week and feeling a little out of it, just gonna slowly warm up with drawing some scenery and landscapes and just having a little chill time. Let's see, what's the usual? Yeah, that seems right. Okay. I'm just gonna try drawing with a pencil for a change. I haven't done that in ages. Trying to find the right. What is going on with this cursor? Ah, it's at the monochrome, that's why. Sorry about that. Let me change that. Get him there. Okay. I'm trying to find just the right instrument that I used one time. I can never get right again. It'll just have to do. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Ah, welcome Hamzadina. Hamza Diana. I hope I said that right. Welcome to Atelier Beck. I'm Beck, and this is my Atelier. If you're in the West, I say good morning. If you're in the Meridian, I say good afternoon. If you're in the East, I say good evening. And if you're in a place where time does not apply, then I simply say welcome. Imagine if my microphone were not working right now. I agree. Brr. Let me see here. I'm sorry, I have too many windows open. So Hamza, the plan today is to doodle scenery and landscapes. Sort of things like palm trees at the beach, This is not the right pencil I wanted, but it'll do for now. You can have palm trees at the beach. You can have a nice, very confusing looking. You can have many temperate trees, deciduous, cool weather trees, in a sort of forest. You can have them line up. You can have a nice pathway through the park. You could even have a rocky. You could have a rocky outcrop. Is that the word? You know, a mountain landscape with many hills. You could have. Let's see what other landscapes exist that I can think of. I knew I should have brought a list. The notes in my notepad. They were going to be a prompts, but I had a late start today. So, where did I put my list actually? If you have ideas and other questions, please feel free to throw them in. My ego's not so big yet that I don't, take suggestions and questions. Not exactly. Let's see. Hamza Diana writes, "Ooh, beach, nice, but suck at drunk background." Not everyone does everything. I wouldn't say I'm good at it either. I wouldn't say I'm very good at it either. I am curious though, Hamza Diana. Do you have any interests or specialties? And it doesn't have to be about drawing. It could be about, say, painting, cooking, writing, fixing machines, training animals, helping the elderly, math, computer programming. It could be about a lot of things. Everyone has different talents. Everyone is good at something, just a matter of finding what it is. And for those of you wondering, I'm a little extra tired and chilled today, but usually it's about the same. You can have salmon, rice. You can have nice beach. I forget what beaches look like. So, Hamza Diana, there's a notepad on my I'ma do that. Thank you very much, Takoyaki Mom. This is a pleasant surprise. I'm going to be in the background getting a drink as I go in reverse order and I say thank you to Takoyaki Mom and Rihanna. And I do hope that your stream went well. To Takoyaki Mom and her raiders, what did you do today as I sip from this cup? Oh, I don't like perishing, so I guess I'll drink. And I thank you for watching out for me. I do recommend others take drinks too if they have the time and resources, because we should all hydrate or dihydrate. Preferably hydrate. And let us see. Thank you, real Nico. Real Nico, 1217-1217, 153159. And how did Minesweeper go? Oh shoot, I'm sorry. And also on the side, for Hamza Diana, if you spend the points, you can change what it says on my note on the notepad on the display. Right now it has a list of items, but you can change it to other things. And Real Nico, I'm sorry that your throat is dry. Wait. Maybe next time you can dehydrate if you wish to dehydrate, if you still want to dehydrate. I'm gonna put this, just be faded. Ooh. Visky, are you familiar with Takoyaki Mom?
No.
Would you like to be?
You can take a look.
Okay. That's because Takoyaki Mom has so far been a good company. It's very fun and hype, cozy and hype all at once. Plays all the games, does the cool drawings and the doodles. And apparently, she worked on assets for her crane game. I look forward to seeing more about that crane game, and remember how to draw an umbrella.
The avatar is adorable.
Oh yes. And I see Real Nico 1217 redeemed breathing exercises, which is good because I actually didn't finish mine till morning. And good morning, Cheese. How do you do today? This is a lot of information all at once. I haven't had enough coffee to keep up. Let's see. So the first, I'm doing all right today. I'm very sleepy. I'm still waking up, but I'm otherwise all right. So the way I do breathing exercises, just the wrong pen. And then I'm glad she's doing it. So 3 just in, nose, out, mouth. I'm going to write these down first so we can all do them at the same time, if you like. Because I have found in my experience that getting a good sense of breathing, getting good rhythmic breathing, being aware of the breath going in and out, and feeling it, and keeping it in rhythm, it helps with exercising, it helps with, just physical, I don't know the right way to say physical health or awareness. Like, you get more aware of your body, and things kind of follow a certain rhythm, and you feel less exhaustion, at least in my experience. And so the 3 basic... Yes, thank you, Cheese. Mindfulness. It is also tied to mindfulness. So the basic that I learned are, first you do 3, you do in through the nose, and you let it out through the mouth. You don't force it, you just let it flow comfortably. Then you do 3 in through the nose, and you make a s noise. You let it hiss out. Comfortably but loudly. I'm glad you like it, Hamza Diana. Yes, I strive for wholesome content. This is off topic, but one of my ultimate goals, real nice goal, would be to get a job working on a series for PBS or PBS Kids. I want wholesome quality content. And the 3rd breath set is in through the nose, and then you go... You just kind of breathe out with an O face, but it's silent. You try to keep your breath as slow that it would not disrupt a piece of paper held in front of your mouth, and it should not be heard. O, but silent, and that should ideally go on for 15 seconds each. If you need a break in between each breath, that's perfectly fine. That's totally healthy. You shouldn't force yourself. It should not hurt to do these breaths. Okay. So, first we'll do the in through the nose and out through the mouth. That's one. Now for two. That's two. And I'll do three. Thank you, Hamza Diana. I'm glad you think so. But unlike a psychiatrist, I cannot prescribe medication. That's just a nitpick. I know that psychiatry is not the same as psychology. Okay, now let's do three in through the nose and out through the mouth with a S. So first. My model appears to be having an issue. Okay. Now for S number 2. And good morning, Corcio. I'm glad you can make it in today, and how do you do? Also, please give me one on this, Rich. Now for breath number... Did I do 2 or 3? I'll just do another one. Yes, deep breaths are typically good for reducing panic attacks. Because, you know, well, if the throat is locking up and a person has trouble breathing, they go, but if they go, those deep breaths do indeed help with, you know, calming down the heart. At least that's what I studied. Every panic attack is a little different, of course. Every person's conditions and remedies are different. If you can speak to a licensed psychologist or behavioral specialist about your panic attack specifically, that would be a great step in taking control. And let me do a third S breath. Okay, that's 3 S breaths. Now for the 3 O's breath, or the sound O's. And I'm quite glad and comfy that you could stop by and say hi. And I don't hope you don't get in trouble at work on my part. And I do hope today goes okay. Also, sorry, as many know, we appreciate our lurkers here. And one. Alright, now for 3 silent O's breath. And you're considering Corcio's amount of sleep. This is good. Yes, Takiakimon, let's see, Takiakimon did the breathing exercises far, and sleep hit hard. And Moon Cheese, Mighty Moon Cheese is working too, but they are lucky because they are allowed to spend part of their work drawing today. My goodness, that is lucky. What a nice combination. As for falling asleep during the breath, well, you know, it is supposed to be calming, help you get a center. And yes, it can put a person to sleep quite easily. Let me take a drink of coffee to wake myself up a bit. And Mighty Moon Cheese is drawing a holiday greeting card for their workplace. That's sweet and wholesome. That's very nice. Dang, that office sounds like a lucky place to have cheese on board. I wonder if we can see it sometime soon. You know, de-identified. We don't want to, you know, spoil your workplace or anything like that. But it's, well, Moon Cheese and Corcio are both amazing artists, and I have enjoyed Takoyaki Mom's Doodle as well. And I know they're all great artists, and I do hope to see their stuff soon. And I also hope to finish the 3 O breaths. Okay, so things are going to go silent now for a bit because, well, it's supposed to be silent. You might see the model make a pog face. Imagine having good sleep. Alright, I better get to it. I'm sorry. My goodness, Takoyaki Mom, I do hope you can get a good rest, because 13 hours, that's quite the ordeal. I thank you for stopping by. I thank you for reading. I thank you for hosting, and I hope you can have a good sleep. And people, please check out Takoyaki Mom and her crane game, and her little green minion, and her new PNG model when it's ready. Very good, very nice. Okay, let me do Silent O number 2, Silent O number 12. Oh, excuse me, it doesn't count. Excuse me. It's not a good way to breathe. I mean, quick, I'll just burp. And hello, it's Thundersin. How do you do today? And welcome back. Yes, quick, I'm on just burp. I'm on. It's a dragon shout, really. This could be Hamon, this could be dragon shouts. Bethesda, please don't sue. I'm just giving you ideas. You've seen the mods. You've seen the mods where Fusroda becomes a burp. Okay, that's that's sound O number 2. Or is it 3? I lost track. I'm gonna just say it's 2.2. And I'm doing good today. I'm glad you're doing good today. It's Thundersin. I'm sleepy yet also good, thank you. You walked into breath exercises because Real Nico 1217 was curious about, well, Hamon. I mean breathing. And this is how we're going to defeat Dio, by doing deep breaths. Now for deep breath, silent O, number 3. Yes, I've been told. I'm glad you find it smooth. Thank you, Hamza. At the risk of being a sellout, you can actually ask me to say specific things. Because I do voice acting and voiceovers. And I tried to draw a Corsio, I don't know if it worked so well though. And I interrupted breath 3, so I'll do it again. Oh, I see. Thank you, Season. I'm sorry. I know you told me I did it right the first time, but I forgot how. Thunder Season. Oh, that's a cute name. And it reminds me of May. Or is it April? The one where April showers bring May flowers. Okay, that's 3 breathing exercises. Now to do the stretch and hydrate, half an hour in. I am a little low on liquid, so please excuse me. First, I'm going to do the stretches, and then I'll go to the other room and get some water. The stretches I tend to do are, let's see here, arms, you do those twists left and rights. I don't like that little nub. You can do those. You can also do some of these, where you twist left and right, you move like a two person, you touch your toes. And then there's the one where you kind of bend forward and actually touch your toes while keeping your legs straight. Then, of course, there's squats. You got Goku squats, where he does that. Now I'm gonna stretch before the tournament. You got the one where you hold on to a chair. And you kick back. You can also sort of stand straight and do little side kick. And one of the most fun I find is listening to carnival music while you kick forward. Also, and then I usually end with yes. There's a reason I go into servers and say, I believe harmony with the world comes with harmony with oneself. Or some other spooky gobbledygook about just taking care of your mind and your body. You take hourly stretches, you look away from the screen, you do your breathing, you say, welcome, Dr. Cruz. Oh, it's Dan Cruz. Hello, Dan Cruz. I'm doing well today, thank you. And you're sleepy and well yourself? Snooze, I do not want to restart Windows now. Good. Okay, let's do some stretches. My back. You might be able to hear the cracks for the first few left and right rotations. And I'm glad you're doing well today, Dan. And I'm glad you can. Oh, I almost forgot to say, also to Takoyaki's Raiders, and to Dan Cruz, and to Hamza, and who else is the first time here? Welcome to Atelier Beck. I am Beck. This is my Atelier.
Arr. I welcome mateys to Atelier Beck. I be Beck, and this is my Atelier. If you're in the West Hemisphere, I say good morning. If you're in the Meridian, I say good afternoon. And if you're in the Far East, I say good evening. If you're in a place where time does not apply, then I simply say welcome.
Can we do the two-man stretches? It can be easier to do the two-man stretches if you squat, I find. Give yourself that stability in case you have very heavy arms that might tip you over just by moving funny. My goodness, it's thunder season. It's from Guam. Fascinating. I have heard of Guam. That's a U.S. territory, right? Unfortunately not considered a state. Let me do the diagonal toe touches. Very good. Okay, good. I'm glad I know my geography, and I'm glad you can tune in from there. I forget if it's on the east or west side of the U.S. Let's see. As for Mooncheese, I do not want the scam call. You might get a kick out of this. I was thinking I should put a nightcap on my model for those days where I'm just... No, I do not want a scam call. A nightcap on top of the hat for those days I'm feeling sleepy. It's... Hello? It's Marissa from the dealer service. Cool. And I apologize for the delay. Let's see here. Let me do some straight toe touches. Dan Cruz loves that show, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Ugh. Oh, my knees. It is a good show, and I would like to come back to it. Is there a particular character or part of it you enjoy? And I am surprised most people don't know. I am also surprised most people don't know about Guam. I don't mean to sound like an elitist, but I think it's important to know one's country of residence and its many assets. And Mooncheese is also educated. And Mooncheese ain't even from the US of A. Mooncheese is just the mighty Mooncheese is just a smart European, a worldly feller. And let's see, Corcio notes that Corcio notes that these scam callers don't take into account poor sleep schedules and will call 11 a.m. because they say, oh, well, someone, of course Corcio's gonna be up at 11. He's like, no. I'm doing the legs now. So Hamza, in the US, there are robot-made phone calls. Yeah. Scams perpetrated by robots over phone calls. Do some squats. I just realized this means Mooncheese gets a good afternoon. Mighty Mooncheese gets a good afternoon. I'm gonna do the Goku. Ugh. Hi, welcome to the Doodle stream where we're actually just going to stretch and take care of ourselves. That's very important, especially when you're starting the week, especially if it's raining and cold and dreary. Stretching is actually extremely important during the cold weather because those joints can easily get not swollen, but you know how if you sit in a soggy clothes for too long, your joints can get achy and stiff? Stretching regularly can help prevent that. At least that's my experience and what I learned. Okay, let me do some tippy toes. And I will be right back and get some water. That's a nice mug. Yes. Stretching can prevent soggy clothes. And I thank you all for your patience, and I hope you benefited from this too. I hope you learned good routines for stretching, for breathing. Maybe one of these days I'll just put out a PDF on all this, like how does Beck stay in shape? And I thank you, Visky, for being a good sport about that whole edutainment.
It's fine.
Visky, how do you feel about being shouted out or, getting that? I think shout out is the term. And my
I haven't done anything to deserve a shout out.
Well, I'm gonna do it anyway if you don't object.
Fine.
All right. The silent voice is Visky Vasey, who I'm seeing on one screen is a talented 3D Is it modeling, texturing? I'm not sure which parts you're actually doing.
It's texturing at the moment. The modeling comes from a program called Character Creator 3, which I've spent $300 on.
Impressive. It's quite an investment.
Oh yeah, because these models I can bring out of this Character Creator 3 and I can put them into like a VRM or VR chat.
Mm-hmm.
But the VRM is a bit of a hard thing to do. It's a pain in the butt, as they say.
I see. No,
it is not easy.
No. I mean,
I will eventually get there, but it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why?
Yes.
It bullies me.
I mean, someday you're gonna bully it. You're gonna learn its game, and you're gonna be in control.
I hope so. If not, I may just give up on it.
Understandably, you can throw $300 at someone who doesn't know it.
Oh yeah, be like, hey, can you do this for me? I is too stupid.
Yes. Oh shoot, yeah.
Texturing though is the easy part.
That's a relief.
Although usually all of my models are usually in 4K, which takes up a lot of memory, and I'm only running a very itty bitty graphics card. Like sometimes when I'm rendering this stuff, my computer feels like it's going to turn into a Boeing 747.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I run a 1650 graphics card. The minimum is a 1080, and those are like 6 times stronger than my graphics card. I didn't think when buying computer. But it's fine. I think. I don't know, if I suddenly disappear, my computer's just gone boom.
Shoot, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the delay. I didn't want to cut off Visky because I was interested in, I just didn't want to be rude. Wait, sorry, Visky, was there more, or is that all for now?
Oh, no, that's it.
Okay, thank you. So welcome.
You're more than welcome to cut me off any time.
I don't want to be rude, but okay, I appreciate the permission.
Yeah.
Vox Etheria, also follow number 100, and a very talented artist I've seen. Welcome to Atelier Beck. I'm Beck, this is my Atelier. If you're on the west, I say good morning. If you're in the meridian, I say good afternoon. If you're in the east, I say good evening. And if you're in a place where time does not apply, then I simply say welcome.
Ooh, that's looking better.
Let's see. Hamza's curious. I'm going to choose a spot. Is Europe a good country? Well, yes, Europe is a continent. It's many countries. And I see, Vox. Then I say good evening. And I hope today went okay. Thank you. I'm told it's one of my my voice is one of my better features, or the best.
They should also add your kindness into that as well.
No, I'm not kind. Yeah.
If you weren't kind, I wouldn't be here.
All right, that's a good. You got me.
I only stay around kind people.
Good. I'm glad you have that level of self-respect. That don't waste your time on nasties. Oh, and for real, Nicole, you YTP or YouTube poop is where you mash up sentences and video segments and make them say stupid stuff. And I thank you for stopping by. It's Thunder season, and I do hope you have good cooking and a good day. I see.
hear
Thank
Thunder
you.
Season. I heard Thunder Season, and all I heard was Thunder by AC/DC in my head.
It's thunder season. I don't remember how AC/DC's Thunder song goes.
Was it Thunder Season? No, Thunderstruck. That's
Okay,
it.
that makes sense. Was it? I was around a picnic basket.
Oh, damn it, I've got to listen to that song.
Thunderstruck. Oh,
Yeah,
thank you,
listen,
man.
I'm a
Yeah.
very big person into heavy metal and stuff.
Oh, heavy metal is great.
Rock and heavy metal. Oh yeah.
I think one of my
Thunderstruck by AC/DC. Oh yeah.
and I'm
It's a
glad.
really good Oh no, you can.
And I am quite glad that real Nico likes my voice. It's Rero 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 Rero. Oi, Jotaro-kun. What is the matter? I thank you for stopping by, Hamza Diana, and I hope you can have a good sleep. Mr. Joestar. Sorry, Mr. Joestar.
That's one thing I could never do is roll my R's.
If you like, I could try to teach you how to do it.
I've tried. I end up making it at the back of my throat.
Yeah.
I can't roll my R's. All my purring sounds they come for some reason right at the back of my throat.
Right.
And I don't know anyone else that can do it.
You've gone too far back where no one else can reach you, and say,
Yes.
"Oh, Mighty Mooncheese wants to hear the." Let me ask you this, Fisky. How do you feel about raccoons?
How do I feel about raccoons?
Yeah. No, not raccoons, but raccoons. Slightly different. Sorry, slightly different.
Yeah, he has a talent that I can never do.
I'm still amused
But
that
I has a talent that not a lot of other people can do.
that's true.
And my voice, I have been in many different accidents in my lifetime,
Oh no.
and my throat is very slightly damaged.
Oh jeez.
But that's a good thing
Oh.
because my voice range goes from really low
Yeah.
to when I do like a growly kind of voice, it sounds like a Decepticon from Transformers.
Very
All
cool.
the way up to like a chipmunk kind of high pitched.
So it's like there's no middle ground for you.
There is no middle ground for my voice, no.
Amazing. Just be like,
Why?
oh, it's Stitch. Yeah, boy. My goodness, that is a real talent. That is very impressive.
Oh, Arhana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Does the detective go on the ship? Yes. Can Stitch say goodbye? No. Get your behind in that ship now, Urkel.
Oh, I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Why? Welcome to a wonderful world of Disneyland. That's great. Yeah. It throws a lot of people off first time they hear it. It's funny.
I got no doubt. Shadow drone.
And I do all that while listening to heavy metal. I'm so happy.
How do I draw the sun?
My favorite thing I have done, I was in another live stream with someone else, and
Uh-oh.
I got Mickey Mouse and Kermit the Frog in an argument.
Oh.
And it got very, it got very explicit.
My
And I
good.
was like, I think I may need to stop now because he was trying his hardest not to die laughing.
Oh.
While streaming, having to survive something. And I was like, I might end up accidentally causing my friend to die in his game. I should probably stop. And then an hour later, I eventually do stop.
My goodness. Oh, it's not easy being funny.
No.
Let's see.
I wish I knew what being funny was like, you know.
That would be nice. How do I get water? And off topic.
Oh, no, not this song.
Let's see. Real Nico notes that drinking water to unclog their throat. Sorry, just Nico. After rolling their R's makes rolling R's impossible. So for Vox, the checklist is a list of things I was drawing for a card game that I'm working on. Side note, I finally got enough cards into Tabletop Simulator. It's easy enough to import, and I just got to actually play test. I want to play test it at least 3 times. I started on one and got interrupted. So it's props that I was drawing for a card game. You got money. You got a healing potion. You got a quick revive. I forget what that was. I think prayer beads and Christianity. You got meat to eat. Yeah, it was just things to draw from the last time. And you're welcome to change it if you feel like spending the points or you ask nicely. And if you're interested in playtesting game, you'll let me know and I'm sure we can figure it out. Because I am looking for playtesters and, you know, good sports. It's no pressure.
When it comes to games that I want to playtest, I usually go for like horror games.
Yeah.
And one of my friends made a horror game, and
So.
she was sat in a call doing a game. It was a game called Don't Notice Me. And she had a very big laugh when an event happened in the game and I nearly fell off of my chair.
Oh, no.
It caught me really off guard and I was like, whoa. And all I saw was her in the webcam just dying with laughter. She said it was the funniest thing she's ever seen.
I got no.
I was like, thanks.
Oh.
Yeah, you love you too. You scare the heck out of me though.
It's too much. It's minding your own business and just hello. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, no. So basically, you have to look around this person's house without being caught. But you're on a timer. And the timer is always set random, so you never know when the event is going to happen. Sometimes it could happen as soon as you get in there. Sometimes it could happen like a lot later. And it was just one that really caught me off guard, and I ended up flailing. I was like, ah!
I got no deck, man. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. So for Vox, it's currently I only currently have the PNGs, and I have it ready for Tabletop Simulator. But I do want to also get it on Tabletopia, which is free. And if it's possible to get it into a standalone Unity engine, that would be aces, I think. You know, easiest to distribute. Sorry, Vox was asking about how the card game was going to be distributed.
Oh, no, that's fine. But yeah, it's definitely one of those games that catches you off edge.
Oh, absolutely.
Although that's what makes it fun. That's what I love about horror games, is when they catch you off guard and it makes you really jump.
It really is.
I've always been one of those lovers of like the dark and the creepy and the scary, and I mean I do VR horror games, so you know I'm always looking for that next thrill.
Yeah.
And when it comes to horror games, I haven't tried Outlast yet.
I've heard that's one of the best recent horror games.
But I have done Alien Isolation in VR.
Oh
and
no!
It's so good. Especially when you're creeping around in air vents and all of a sudden you just see this big dark lizard shadowy thing suddenly charge towards you in a dark confined ventilation system. Yeah! Oh yeah, no, that's fine. It's perfectly fine as you're rovering on the floor being eaten. You know, it's like, my God.
And let's see, Nico notes that Outlast 1 is very scary. Whistleblower is also very scary. Do y'all want to hear a hot take of why I don't like horror games? You might get a chuckle.
Yes.
Instead of getting scared most of the time, I just get annoyed because I'm stuck in not a speedrunner's mindset, but like just the general action mindset of, okay, I gotta go get the walking simulator. Like, okay, I gotta go get the thing. I gotta go get to the end of the map. Uh-oh, I'm being chased. And all of a sudden, something jumps on the screen and screams in my ear, and I gotta start over instead of, like, you know, being able to fight back. Because it's a weird thing. I don't like cat and mouse games either. And I just think, yeah, I think that's a big part of it. I don't like cat and mouse games, and I don't like, you know, just trying to mind my own business, and suddenly, and like, ow, jeez, mind your own business.
Oh yeah, there's oh, what was the game I played the other day that was like that?
Amnesia? Penumbra?
No, I'll have to try and remember the name of it, but yeah, no, I played a game like that, it is.
Let's see. Nico notes that Outlast 2... Oh, shoot, I'm sorry, Moonchies. I forgot that my sleep room is putting people to sleep. And now we're talking horror and screams.
That's my fault, I apologize.
I even removed the metal music from this place because, like, I like to keep it a little spicy. Maybe this ain't good spice.
Well, this could be the very tiny little bit of spice of the stream.
You're right. just enough to keep it interesting.
But not enough to absolutely terrorize everybody.
Yes. Let's see. Outlast 1 has less jump scares and less ghoul. It's a Stargate game! Is Outlast a Stargate game? Outlast 1 is just a walking simulator at its core.
That is true.
Okay. I'm gonna walk from... You might get a kick out of this. There was a time I tried to make an SCP... turn SCP stories into a... sort of... I guess a walking simulator or a... interactive lobby in an RPG Maker. I got the Infinite Corridor one down and another one. Like, you can walk straight and you'll see things change oh so bitty. And as you walk back, they'll unchange. I would like to make that. Yeah. It's...
I once grabbed SCP-087-B and I got a texture edit. I went into the textures for all of it and I changed it all up. And, I made everything more creepy and I made it into my own version of it and I streamed it. And yeah, that was frightening. I put all new sounds in it and I forgot and I was like, huh, why do I hear children singing?
Uh-oh.
I don't like this anymore.
Way to go.
But yeah, no, that's the fun of those. Is
oh,
doing
yes.
that.
Oh, yes, trees.
When you've made something that scares you, you've done good. It's like the creator for Five Nights at Freddy's. He actually used to get jump scared by his own creations.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's the purple rabbit called Bonnie.
Yeah.
He actually ended up getting nightmares because in his dreams he just had Bonnie in his nightmares because during making of the games, he said it in an interview, Bonnie would randomly jump up on the screen for a jump scare. Yeah. And it would really terrify him because it's something he just wasn't expecting. He was just coding in the game and it would just randomly happen. And,
oh dear.
Could you imagine that you're working on a game and then a jump scare jumps off and it's not even meant to be like starting and it's like, oh, I guess I forgot to press pause. Oops.
My goodness. It's real-time programming.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it absolutely terrified him, and since then he has been scared of his own creation.
I mean, I always tried to stand by right the way you would want to read it. So this is
Yeah.
this is an interesting way to look at that.
Oh yeah. It's like he also gets his kids. He also used to have his kids beta test all of his games.
Oh my
And
goodness.
he turned around and said, if my kids run away, if my children run away in fear, I have done something correct. Because his children grew up on horror.
Yes.
So they're used to all of that stuff.
Oh.
And because his first game he'd done was meant to be a Christian game about log building and all of that.
Oh, I saw that one.
And yes, Chips Chipyard or something like that.
Yeah.
And everybody started complaining that it was really scary and terrifying looking. And they used to get really creeped out because the characters look like animatronics, which is where he got the inspiration for FNAF.
Yeah.
That's how that was born. And God knows how many years later, he's getting a AAA game and a movie made.
I mean, look, the guy, he's a devout Christian. He loves horror. He got his cake and he got to eat it too.
Exactly. I mean, what more could you want? Like, honestly.
Like, it just started as a fun little project.
I still can't believe it's 2014 it came out.
My
the first one.
Goodness.
I feel old. I remember playing that game and be like, oh yeah, this is not scary. As I hide behind the sofa 5 minutes later. But one game that really terrified me. My own fault though. This is quite funny. My friend had one of those cinema surround sound systems. And we put it on full blast because why not? It was a Friday evening, and yeah. So we put it on full blast, and we get the Slender Man game, the original 8 pages. So we're walking through this forest, all dark, and you can hear the owls tweeting, and it sounded like he was actually there because again, it's a surround sound system.
Right.
So we're walking through this forest. And we pick up the first page, and we instantly regretted it because all of a sudden, were these really loud sounds, and then we're like, "Yeah, we should not have done this," but we couldn't turn back, and we couldn't get past the third page.
My goodness.
I mean, I've completed them all now. I mean, I speed run the Slender the Arrival.
Let's see.
But yeah, it's fun.
Nico's phone is too advanced for them.
Oh no!
That is. Ooh. I'm curious how so, because I know what it's like to have a fancy phone. Right.
I'm going to jump to another VC. And I hope you have an awesome stream.
Thank you, and I thank you for sticking and talking, and you have a good time there.
You're welcome.
Yeet! Now there's just me. Is it one of those, I'm curious, Nico, if you feel like sharing, is it one of those fancy schmancy new smartphones with all the Bluetooths and gizmos? I don't know what I'm saying because I don't even know what's new for a smartphone because I didn't even have a smartphone until this year, so I don't know what's really advanced. How do I drop trees? How do I drop variety? Nichols just turned it off to tend to cockatoos when Twitch turned off the phone and started playing Spotify. What? I don't get how that works either. It's very strange. How do I draw legs? automatic... How do automatic links in programs work? And let's see. And Nico's previous phone actually still had the physical home button. I miss having the physical home button. It's quite the change. And Mighty Mooncheese is curious about an art collab / trade / challenge sometimes. That, excuse me, does indeed sound fun. I'm a little. I hate to sound competitive, but I'm afraid if it's a challenge, you'll blow me out of the water. But I know it's all learning. It's all a learning process. It's all about improving and having fun. So I am very interested in that. Here we go. Words. I don't draw a bunny. The important thing, Nico, is to have fun. Well, there's a reason that producers and directors exist, Nico. Some people are, better at visualizing and conveying ideas. Communication is a very important skill that not every artist has, anyway. And so Nico just nags their artist friend. That's clever. It's time to stretch. It's time to stretch. It's time for an hourly stretch break and also to look away from the screen. Y'all have a good chat. I will be back in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna run some ads, but I'll still have the thing open, of course. Be back soon. Don't. Now, how do I draw time? I thank you for your patience. Wait, let's see. Mighty Moon Cheese notes that it's about the process much more than the end result, and to enjoy learning. Fox Atelier writes to add time, and Nico notes to need to remember to private message that specific artist on a GC that has the artist, and another artist with the same style but with more bazonkas. Neat. Excuse me. Neat. How do I draw thyme? Because I do enjoy thyme, but I've only seen it in spice form. Yeah, that works. And a third friend there is also practicing art. Neat. Vox is smart adding time. I add thistles. Oh, I get it now. I'm sorry, I'm a little slow. That's clever. I do enjoy wordplay a lot. I actually wonder where thyme grows now. This is off topic, but if you like to make your own pizza or herb dough, I find thyme and garlic powder go well together. And Nico's group with the artist bug has only athletic or artistic people, so you can either have great big muscles that don't work, or you can have that little person who has little paintbrush.
But lo and behold, they were the same.
And they all play games. They all play games. And I'm glad Mighty Moonchies took this time to get themselves an apple and water. It's not all about me. It's about you too, the viewer. You see, Nico is on another level we can't possibly hope to comprehend. Was it doing it? Oh, yeah. Bang, bang, bang. Melvin's here! Melvin's here! The other senpai is here! How do you do today, Melvin? Welcome back. Welcome to Atelier back. I'm back, and this is my Atelier. If you're in the West, I say good morning. If you're in the Meridian, I say good afternoon. If you're in the East, I say good evening. And if you're in a place where time does not apply, then I simply say welcome. And I hope you can have a safe travel, but please don't multitask being in a stream. I don't want you to get into an accident on my behalf. Don't text and drive, people. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, that is perfectly safe then. As long as you're not the conductor. As long as Melvin's not the conductor, this should be safe. Oh, yeah. I think I'm drawing some sort of town now. Do 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 do. Wait, that's the wrong song. Do 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 do. We're waking up slowly, and I think we're all good here. Thank you. We went over breathing. We went over stretching. We went over taking care of yourself. We went over horror games. Oh! And plot twist from Fox Etheria. Melvin's kite surfing on top of the train. Oh! Train go choo-choo. And there's Melvin. Oops. Sorry. Super secret hidden hidden fetch. It's supposed to be a secret. Now what else do I add to this first? Which I think turned into a D&D scene. What else to add? A signpost. And thank you, Melvin, thank you. I know I'm not the best at drawing, so I figured I may as well make my model look like how I draw. It's got a certain charm. I gotta capture the style. You might get a kick out of this. An old acquaintance has commissioned me to make an Eldritch Abomination in Vroid at some point. So that's gonna be interesting to, a very talented comic artist and illustrator too. Got a whole, I got the wiggles, got the tentacle hair again, got the little jaw tentacles like Cthulhu, got the beak. And the weird part is, I know how to do the tentacles. The beak is gonna be experimental though, but she gets that. I wonder what. Yeah. We gotta have our 3D other worlds. Yeah, wiggle. Actually, thank you, Fox. Can I do this? I don't think I can show it off, because, you know, there was a commission that involved a lot of moving parts. A lot of moving parts. Unfortunately, I don't have the guy's permission to use it on my stream. I could probably ask him. Otherwise, in the meantime, the closest things I have are my very first commission with the little wiggle hair. Wiggle, just a wig. And Orochimaru. Wait, I can't do that on. I can't use that on camera. I got Metal Gear. I mean, it's just a little headband in the back, but I like it. Wiggle. Let's see. Fox Etheria. I mean, Nico's in a group chat with two artists who have similar art styles, but one of them draws bigger. Chess. Meryl. No, I've been using Vroid and Unity for all these. I still haven't gotten my foot into Blender, but I know that'd be good in the end, especially if I want to make unusual shapes. Fox Etheria has... Fox Etheria made their own 3D models from scratch. With new Vroid updates. They're sort of kicking themselves, because it would have saved a lot of time if they made most of it in Vroid instead of Blender. It is difficult, yes. Blender is an even bigger learning curve. And I know that the new Vroid makes things a lot accessible. It's not as good or intuitive for the veterans. But it's good for starting, that's for sure. I should probably just use the marker for this. I mean, I should probably just use the marker for this. Felt pen. Good. Melvin needs to learn Blender to make their own model for square reasons. Otacon, how do I make squares? I did try making a hammer in Blender once. It's not too hard, so you should be fine. It's definitely easier than making squares in Vroid. Do I have examples of squares? Make a gun! Oh. Ah, yes, D&D gun. Wait a minute. That reminds me of the end of the scene of the Wizards film by Ralph Bakshi, where the wizard just cast gun. All you gotta do is cast gun. Summbirb. People, Burb, Summbirb. One of the chillest, yet most hypest dudes I know. And I would like to think I can call him a friend, because he's very dear to me, and I enjoy his presence very much. I recommend checking him out if you have a chance. He's very busy. He's got a lot to do. He's got a lot to manage. But when you catch him, it's a good catch. Also, I'm doing all right. Nothing much new with me today. Just kind of warming back up for the week and drawing, like doodling landscapes. We got a beach that I don't know how to draw water. We got a forest. Reaper's here. Reaper SNW. I welcome you, Reaper, and I hope your day is going okay. Welcome to Atelier Beck. I am Beck. This is my Atelier. If you're in the west, I say good morning. If you're in the meridian, I say good afternoon. If you're in the east, I say good evening. And if you're in a place where time does not apply, then I simply say welcome. And I forgot to ask, what's new with you, Bird? And Melvin is partial to chill times. And everything is going well, thank you, Reaper. You magnificent void person, you. Just everywhere, nowhere, like a Buddhist. And Nico's giving us a lesson on mana and technology. And magic can flow. In Nico's story, the wizards have guns. And magic flows through the metal. And different metals have different effects. And that's good because you want to have a focus or a tool or a gun, like a gun. Unless you want mana burn. That makes sense, actually. And Burb orders new PC. Viewers, Burb is already a chill dude with fun times. But now he might be able to run games and not set his CPU to 90 degrees. Now that's hype. That's... Where is it?
How do I get face? Now that's a Packers moment. I had too many licorice sticks.
Alright, you go away. You go back to being that. But dang, ramen is gonna be tough on your digestion, but it's an understandable sacrifice. It's for the greater good. How do I draw grass, grass, grass? I don't know how perspective works. I'm not gonna worry about that now. Am I gonna worry about that now? I feel like we're running out of time, and I don't want to. I did say I don't want to get too caught up on what's the word? Details. You know, we only got so much time for this. And who wants to look at me drawing the same 3 lines again and again, going, no, I gotta get it just right. I suppose it's. I should probably get a brush for this. You can draw a yellow brick road, draw a yellow brick road. I'm so silly. I forgot you can just add lines to add depth. You can have a yellow brick road, except it's black and white. Okay, next. What's another thing to draw? I could look out the window. This is mildly frustrating. What else can be drawn? A highway. Yeah, because when I think of relaxing, I think of highways. I mean, driving on a quiet highway with trees lining the roads. This road is actually quite nice, I find. Life is a highway, or so Reaper has been told. I don't expect to get deep today. I don't know where the camera is here. I might be drawing a farm now. I don't know how this is, oops, working. I probably should take an art class. Actually, I know Mighty Moon Cheese teaches art sometimes, so maybe I should see if they have any old lessons. Or if I can say, Mighty Moon Cheese Senpai Sensei, please teach me uwu, desu, Japanese-u. I don't know Japan. Oh, you're right! Mighty Moon Jesus makes a good point. That's why we need to collab. I remember when you were doing the collabs with Lysira, who is another very good artist. Oh no, I the only things I know how to do are... That's it. It's hijack funny faces time. And I'm going to go out of order and say, Summbirb makes a good point. We're getting the big package here, folks. The Owos and the Desus. And Vox Authority. No, I'm just making these landscapes for fun. Shoot, you give me an idea. I might be able to put these in the card game or just another project somehow. Because I would like to make more creative projects and scenic things. I know I saw something called, I think Midnight Cocktail or Sunrise Cocktail, where it's just scenic colorful scenes and chill times. It's from the 80s. And let's see, Mighty Moon Cheese notes that my expressiveness is amazing, and some Mighty Moon Cheese could benefit from some dynamic land work. I'm glad I bring something to the table. Yes. It's curious you mention that, because the skeletons, I don't know if you were here for that story, Mighty Moon Cheese. When I worked in a research lab, doxing myself, I don't, it was Halloween time, and I just drew a bunch of, like, pseudo-skeletons, like this. just grooving. Oh, okay, good. So Mighty Moon Cheese remembers, and I can stop. No, I'll do it for everyone else too. Just like squiggly lines. I know Summbirb has seen this as well when I first drew Fox Scotty or Sealy, who's a very talented and chill artist. I seem to attract a type, and by attract a type, I mean I gravitate toward certain people. Yes, Arnold Schwartz. I never knew how to say it without sounding racist. I'm just gonna say Schwartz. Actually, I know the name literally means black field because his dad, he comes from a family of farmers. The Schwartz parts means black. Schwartzen? Eiger. Schwartzen Eiger. No. Schwartzen Egger. Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry. I struggle with language and pronunciation, and I don't want to say it the wrong way, and you know. And I know the fact that I'm calling attention to this makes it even worse. But I don't want to hurt nobody and say it the wrong way. Schwarzenegger. Okay, thank you. Schwarzenegger. Thank you very much, Fox and Mooncheese. That was... I'm actually sweating a little. I haven't heard his name actually said in such a long time. I forget how it's... I'm just gonna sink into the floor and feel like a fool. Never mind, I just got stuck. Like a ham and egger. That makes sense! Thank you, Reaper. My goodness, the triple team. Okay, so we got Arnold Hammenegger playing Frankenstein's monster. Plot twist, it's character doodles and funny faces today, because we missed it last week, yay. We got... Off top, I don't like... I know I'm playing the devil's advocate here, but do you think I'm gonna have to delete this stream just so no one malicious takes words out of context and paints me as a horrible bigot or a racist or just stupid? I'm actually panicking a little over it. I worry a lot. Okay, thank you, Summbirb. That's a big relief. Let's see. Arny, thank you, Nico. Mighty Mooncheese notes, the mere fact that I'm worried about it means that I am not a bad guy, and I should not be worried about it. Thank you very much. And it's true, Mighty Mooncheese is an excellent artist, and I was there when I saw them do the big D&D thing. And I think I'm drawing... I was trying to draw Dracula, and I think I'm trying to draw Summbirb, who may or may not have a big nosy. Now, he just has an anime nose. And Reaper mixed up saying Guy and Ray while playing Ghostbusters and said, come on, Rye. I mean, so no one said a thing, so it shouldn't come out. It's a relief. And sometimes, thanks to Mama QAnon, I do want to shout out QAnon, but not for the wrong reasons. That sometimes Summbirb has no nose. So now he gets a beak! Like a Jim Henson, The Neverending Story. Cross the two of us. Cross Summbirb and Beckstein, and then we'd have Beakstein. Yes! Yes! The ultimate life form. Let's say no Burb has the little collar. I do like to draw little collars. I might be a Hanna-Barbera illustrator. I just draw collars and ties on everything. And he's got this sort of lapel. This is the most scenic thing, and I'm sorry, Burb. I think I actually turned you and or me into I think I turned you into an actual Muppet or a yokai. Which I think is still rad. I just hope you're alright with being spooky. He's got the little chain, I believe. Stories that mix tech and magic are indeed neat. I do enjoy those very much, Nico. And I do hope the D&D... I do ask if we can keep in contact and keep me posted on that D&D story, the fantasy story you're working on. Because it's neat. Oh, yes, I'm sorry, Vox. I thought I wrote back to you. Vox was the 100th follower, and so they got a free iPod. I mean, I do plan to draw them later. Drawing idea. Please remind me, I know it was on the day with Dust Delight. Was it a spider or a bit? I'll just have to, I'm sure I'll have to check the days and see if I can check what it was. I do apologize that slipped my mind. I do post on Discord. I do post on other people's servers every now and then. But I haven't been posting much of the card game stuff just because I figure it's going to be bombarded everywhere. If you like, yeah, I can aim to post, share the stuff with you later today. I'm going to apologize because I'm a What happened to my brush? What happened to the brush? Nothing. I was just on the pet marker. No wonder. Whoopsie. I may have messed up birds here. Because I went for the wrong bird. Nico has not started their D&D yet because the only player, the friend, is busy. Oh, I'm sorry about that. And this is out of left field. I'm going to shout out another bird-related dude. I hope I can do this jingle that I thought of on the road yesterday's justice. What was it? Wait, I can remember it. What was it? I'm sorry, I just remember. Space, place, boss. Okay. Who's that guy on the edge of space? So far in darkness, light has no place. He's a chill dude, an artist, and the final boss. It's BirdMaws. BirdMaws. BirdMaws is another artist. And if I remember correctly, an actual animator who is very talented. Like actually, he's a professional. And his character is the final boss on the edge of space. Oh, now I remember. Millions and light years away. Wait, no. I'll have to remember it another time. And let's see, Nico, yes, I would like to hear the funny story, or read the funny D&D story where you were the player. And I too miss live D&D games and tabletops. I want to go back. So here's BirdMaws' bird form. He's got the little tie, I think. He's very fluffy. He's a very fluffy boy. Actually, he's apparently a father figure to many, so I guess he's a very fluffy man. BirdMaws man. But yes, Nico, please give us that story while I mumble about millions and millions of light years away. And I'm glad Moon Cheese enjoys these drawings, hooray! I may not be clean, but my faces are supreme. They're expressive, they're funny. You can see when they're gloomy. Or sunny.
Paint your grandma's portrait, learn to sign the alphabet. Day is almost over with, now's the time to salvage it. Eat a stick of butter, study for the bar, try to make a baby spray, paint your car, read a book, cut your hair.
I had a feeling.
Come back, write it down, have a snack, eat, pray, love, marry, buff, kill, lather, rinse, repeat, ready, aim, fire, be here, now stop.
I had a feeling it should just be funny faces. It seems to be where I'm the aces and I cover all the bases. And so Nico is in a healer. Nico was a healer. One of the 8 of the people group in a dungeon because the thief wanted to see big mommies. See those big mommies and get caught by a cult. I don't know if I can actually say this because it's supposed to be a safe. It's not really a family-friendly stream because it's kind of boring and dry, and I don't think any real teenager's gonna enjoy this. And why do I want teenagers around? I'm a grown man. But I know some teenagers are quite mature. Your lines, they... And Mooncheese comes in with the big rhyme. Mooncheese comes into the clutch and says the lines, they ain't neat, but the faces are funny indeed. I know how to draw hands, but this isn't them. Says, come here, my little pog champ. You don't have to have long hair on a lady. Give love to your bald woman, too. And so the mages got shot. One of the mages got shot in the knee. And then the mage used to be an adventurer like you and me. Elf. I said I'll heal him, but... Let's see. And Nico wrote, I'll heal him, but due to not speaking Elvish, bashed him with a potion. Oh, classic. And the last time Reaper was a teenager, a whole person could have grown to a legal citizen. And here I thought I was the oldest bunch. Now I see Reaper is the real man of the town. The man of the stream, the... Wow. because of earlier, rolled a natural 20 on smashing that glass on the head. Oof! That gives bleed on natural 20s. That's a good bleed ring. A bleed ring for bleeding. Hey guys, welcome to Drawstring. Today we're gonna... Oh, I thought I actually said the age before. Go for it, mighty Mooncheese. How old am I? Beside old. For a hint, I actually have sounded like this since I was 16. Puberty hit hard. I couldn't grow a beard until about 5 years ago. No. Yeah, about 5 years ago, but my voice sounded like this more or less all the time. And one of Nico's friends, who is a dwarf, rolled and hit the dude who also got a 20. I may or may not have made a deal. I may have ascended. I'm sure something outside my own power caused me to grow a beard. But when the beard came, what I used to look like, and I actually did have a Beck hat even in high school. I was like, I just had little stubble, and the prince was like, Beck, you gotta shave your face, it's ugly. And I'm like, but it's not gonna come back, it's all I got. And he's like, it's gonna come back, it's gonna grow stronger. I don't believe that myth. So that's me age 16. Scruff. Just like, you know, the whole... And then I come back after I'm 16 and sometime through college. 38, my goodness. I'm gonna give it to you. You got one of those numbers right. No, it's okay. The only thing is I don't really like having my birthday celebrated on this, just because, I don't know, birthdays are weird for me. I don't mind it. Oh my goodness! Reaper, you're as old as my brother. Impressive. Oh, I'm sorry, Nico. I missed this. I was not paying attention to the story. Another mage tried to join the battle as well, who also had the highest damage. Got it. Someone joined the fight, had second highest damage, got the ribs broken. Then a mage joins the beating as well, and a guy gets set on fire for eternal fire. The burning doesn't stop. Oh, excuse me. This is a side note, but Summbirb is right. Thank you, Summbirb. I shouldn't have to wait for the hourly mark. I'm liming now. And I will go stretch and hydrate. Boy, in the back. I'm gonna put it on this screen again. Where's the thing? These are the stretches we do as I narrate what Nico wrote. And then a target had a broken knee, a bashed skull, a head of broken ribs, and burning. I mean, hey, at least the fire's gonna cauterize and seal the cuts, right? And yes, these are the stretches I typically do. I will get up, wiggle left and right a little, with my arms out, and then bent, tucked in. And then I will do the tube man, left and right. One hand on my hip, and the other going up into the air as I tilt. And then I'll do the diagonal toe touches, which you might see in like suburban mom exercise videos. But don't knock it. It really gets your ribs, your arms, your rotary cuff, and your legs going. For extra, you can also touch. You can like combine the what's the word? You can combine the tube stretch with the diagonal toe touch for a straight toe touch. Not toes together, toes apart, kind of looking like a seesaw, and it actually helps too. And the other medic got a natural one and made the suffering worse. My goodness! That sounds like jabbing anesthetic into the wrong region. Now my leg's asleep. Okay, I did the diagonal toe touches. Now I'll do the toes together. Touch my toes with my fingertips. See if I throw my back out. Oh, that's not so bad now. It really seems like in the first hour of getting up, stretching is the hardest, but as you do it through the day, your body warms up, limbers up. And by the way, people, this is important stuff in cold weather in case you're wearing soggy or cold clothes, because your joints are going to lock up in cold and damp weather. Stretching is going to keep them active and ready and help prevent things from locking up. And as Mighty Mooncheese noted before, if you stretch, you keep your clothes from getting soggy. Oh, I forgot to also note I do like the little wiggle your arm rotary cuffs. But what is H-U-M-U? Humu. Hummus. And the other people are just watching this mess, this medical mess. Operating room accident, outtake happened. This operating room accident. And the pain just gets worse and worse. We gotta get sued for malpractice in D&D. And I see, thank you, Bird. Humu means yes, yes. And the new recruit, upside down person, casted fear and got a natural 20 as well. Uh-oh. So bloody, broken, beaten, burning, and suffering, and afraid as I do tippy toes. And now I'll do leg lifts. First, I'll do knees. I'll do squats. Little half squats at first, about 5 or 10. If I were really exercising, I'd do more reps, but now I'm going to do the Goku stretches. Those little Goku squats where you kind of lean to one side and balance on one foot. Do about 3, and then switch sides and do this 3 times for each side. I can also just quickly go back and forth, one squat for each side and wiggle left and right, looking like I'm taunting, like, hey, come and get me, hey, 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 ora, ora, ora. And then I can hold on to my chair and kick one leg back while one leg is straight on the ground. It really helps stretch the glutes and the back leg muscles, which name I forget. But the problem is, since I'm a big boy, I have to be careful not to kick things in the background while doing this. Your sides. Stretch those side muscles. And I'll do front leg lifts, which just kind of looks like I'm kicking a football. Football! I don't need to hold on to anything for that. I just need to use my arms for balance and keep my back straight. 5 of those. If I were in physical therapy, I'd be doing 10 to 15 10 to 15 kicks each before switching sides, and do that for 3 sets each. And Mighty Moochie's right, gotta unsog those clothes. I'm half tempted to see if we can turn that into a meme, or I suppose a local screen joke or server joke. Come on down to Mighty Moochie's Pantheon. They got raccoons, they got jokes, they got cool art and memes. Let's see. What else do I have to do? I did the tiptoes. I did the squats. Okay, that's it. I did forget to add, though, little airplane wiggles. Let me do that now. I thank you for your patience, and I hope you've taken the time to stretch too. Or to just sit and vibe and be comfy, cozy. Both are fine. And the dude, the new recruit, was just on the floor, defeated by the closest teammates. It just got worse and worse. Oh. I heard about keeping your friends close and your enemies closer, but... Where's my sad eyebrows? No, I don't want to update my drivers right now. And then the DM drops something on them. What could it be? What could it be? The arrow has a plague that makes the target a zombie. Uh-oh. 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 And because of your actions, the target, instead of turning into a zombie, turned into a flesh golem. Oh. Oh. And one botched heal felt the whole process of turning into a mess of flesh, black magic, flesh and necromancy, and transformation, and all the nerves going. Ah! This is pain! And reminds you of the ending of Harlan Ellison's I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. And I remember there was in the computer version, what the horrible blob of jelly that can only feel pain sensations looks like. And by lore, they all died, and out of lore, they all went on school break, and they said, alright, that was fun. Let's never speak of this again. And I don't know how raccoon teeth work. Oh shoot, I do apologize. That was quite the story, Nico. I thank you for sharing that wild ride. I'm sorry it turned out this way, but hey, you did have a story for it. I mean, hey, it is very sad. And Dungeons & Dragons leads to amazing adventures and stories. Just tabletop role-playing, just telling a story with your buddies. and seeing where the wild ride and chance and follies and tragedies end. I'm trying with the wrong brush again, aren't I? Here we go. I know what I'm doing with this. I hate to interrupt, but we have about 2 minutes left before I get on to other things. Does anyone have anyone they'd recommend to raid or watch afterward? This was the one time, or one of the few times Nico played a player instead of being the DM. And Nico likes to be a healer in most stories. When it's with that DM, so Nico can get away with being a stupid idiot. Antics. And I thank you, Vox. Etheria, I'm glad that you can get value from the ideas and to draw so quickly. I may not do clean work, but when it comes to scuff and rough, I got good stuff, I like to think. And that's right, Mighty Moonchies. LexSin81 is a very crafty and wholesome channel. My gosh, the way the guy makes sculptures and acrylics and even felt things, it's just mwah! I work with fabrics when I have free time, and I really do hope that one day I can meet that level of quality. Does anyone have any requests for a quick, like, you know, a drawing that's going to take no more than a minute or two? No more than 2 minutes. I want to have Lexus slip things so I can see it. I'm gonna draw a bat. No, not a bat. I'm gonna draw. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. That's a copyright claim. When the sun's on your bun and the hamburger makes your day light up. How do I do rhythm? That reminds me of a Garfield comic where Garfield pretended to be a vampire and bit a hamburger, just went with little fangs. And then John shows up and is like, with his weird little nose, like, what? What? And then the hamburger said, sun's on your bun. Uh-oh, I just realized what that could be interpreted as. Uh-oh, not say so stream. Uh-oh, etchy alert. Uh-oh. Wait, I'm an American. I can speak in English. Uh-oh, naughty alert. Uh-oh, uh-oh, stinky. We can't have that. We're going back to the beach. Buns. What do we actually do today? I forget already. It's not a good sign. We drew sort of a beach. We doodled a beach. We doodled a forest that might lead to a castle. We doodled Arnold ham and eggs and a skeleton by a little road or highway. Summbirb as a bird and BirdMaws as a bird. And a raccoon that needs to go to a dentist. What's the word? Burb as burb. Yes. Let me straighten up and say I thank you. Whoops. I thank y'all for stopping by and good company and good vibes. I hope you've enjoyed your time here like I've enjoyed your time. And I hope everyone can have a good day. Let me set it up to raid LexSin81. I'm going to let it run for about 20 seconds to make sure everything's caught up. And yeah. 20, 19, 18. And I do hope that we can do that collab, or, yeah, the thing was a collab, trade, challenge. I don't know all the words. I should just check it again. And I know we'll be in touch. All right. Time to raid Lex in, and here's to a good day. I'll see you around.